Hello there, everyone. This is Mr. D bringing you the Holy Chronicles and Genesis. This is a series that I started to help me understand maybe some of the things I still can learn about the history of God's people. Also, during this process, if you haven't done so, you can mark my subscribe button. That would be great, and likes. Um, Now, as I said, this is a continuing. What do you do words like considering adventures of the Old Testament? And we've already had the world be created. We have animals and fishes and people, all of them created and kicked out of the garden for not following God's request, into the fact of Abel and Cain killing Abel, to now, to Noah. We're in chapter 6 of Genesis, and I've decided to kind of read it more so and then stop and make comments. Um, so hopefully I can get through this before the year is over. So here we go. Genesis 6:1. And it says, when men began to multiply on the face of the land, and the daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw the daughters of a man were attractive, and they looked as their wives in any case. Okay. And they look as their wives any they chose. Then the Lord said, my spirit shall not abide in the man forever, for he is the flesh, his days shall be 100. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterwards, when the sons of God came into the daughters of man, and they bore children of them. These were the mighty men who were of old, and men of renown. And the Lord saw that the wickedness of the man was great in the earth, and that every intentions of thought of his heart was only evil continually. The men of God, and what you go here, the daughters of man. I did a little research on this, trying to figure out exactly what was meant the men of old. And what I can find from the commentaries, the one thing we need to remember is this is a controversy between Satan and God. Satan caused Eve to sin, causing this whole chain of reaction to occur. Angels, based on the Bible, do not have children, only human beings, meaning that these couldn't have been angels coming down, good or bad, to impregnate women made by man, by God. So they had to have been men that already existed, maybe older gentlemen. Because you remember, a lot of people lived quite a few years back in those days. I mean, we have Noah living, Methuselah, all kinds of them living up into the hundreds. I mean, I don't know if that's how old I will be, but that's a ways to go. Okay, it says, and the Lord was sorry that he had made man on earth, and it grieved him to his heart. So earth has gotten pretty bad already, and we're just not too far down the road. Um, yeah. Verse 7. So the Lord said, I will blot out all these men whom I have created from the face of this land, man and animal, and creeping things and birds of the heaven, for I am sorry. I'm sorry. I made them. That had to have been a sad time in his heart. A time that, like, us having to get rid of our children, that's kind of sad heart. I don't know. It takes a lot of willpower to make a decision like that to the children that he loved and he created. So, in this thing changes. I don't know why it keeps changing my location. So, we have here, as said, and every creepy thing and birds, and have, yeah, again, he's going to blot out man, whom he has created, man and animal, creepy things, birds, for I'm sorry that I have made them. But Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. He must have been a very special man, a man that kept God close to his heart. Verse 9. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a righteous man, blameless in his generation. Blameless in his generation. You know what? It's a shame how fast the world went bad. I'm just thinking how a perfect item with the fact with sin, how it becomes so tainted. But Noah walked with God. And Noah had three sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Now, the earth was corrupted in God's sight, and the earth was filled with violence. And God saw the earth, and behold, it was corrupt. For all flesh had corrupted their ways of the earth. We think it's bad now, but it's supposed to have been worse back then. And God said to Noah, I have determined to make an end of all flesh, for the earth is filled with violence through them. Behold, I will with destroy them with the earth. They're going to destroy the people from them with destroy them with the earth that they are living on. Make yourself an ark of gopher wood. Make room in the ark and cover it inside and out with pitch. Pitch, I guess, is a kind of material. It says, make yourself an ark of gopher wood. Well, I know gopher wood is a type of wood. And make it out with pitch. This is how you are to make it. The length is 300 cubits, and its breadth is 50 cubits, and its height is 30 cubits. I know I was looking on the internet. That's quite a large area, and a lot of speculations of sizes of what it is, but it was pretty hard. And for a person who grew crops, land, and he was not a boat maker, to make this must have been a real chore. Imagine what people said to him if you're building a boat out on your yard. Why are you building a boat, Noah? And it says, and back up to the top here. And again, it changes my, I don't know, something about this software. Okay. This is how you are to make it, which I just said, but also make a roof for this ark and finish it to a cubit above, so that, that 30 cubits height, 50 cubit wide, and it says create the roof, cubit above, and set the door of the ark on the side, make the lower second, third second. So 3 sections. Okay? For behold, I will bring a flood of water upon the earth to destroy all flesh in which is the breath of life under heaven. Everything that is on the earth shall die. You know the strange thing about this? In all the things they talk about on earth, they never mention about under the water. You remember in creation, the creation, I believe, was in the fifth commandment. They talk about the creation of the fish and life under the water. Then a different day, they created all the animals above the water. you gonna do about fish? Has God allowed them to retain because you can't put fish inside of the ark? So, and plus, something has to clean up all the dead bodies. You never know. I thought about that. So, back to here. I behold, I will bring upon this earth and destroy all the flesh, which is the breath of life under the heavens. But I will establish my covenant with you, and you shall come into the ark, you and your sons, your wife, and your sons' wives with you. And every living thing of all flesh you shall bring two of every sort into the ark to keep them alive with you. They shall be male and female. Well, that's pretty straightforward. And of the birds according to their kinds, and of the animals according to their kinds, of every creeping thing of the ground, and according to the kind, to two every sort shall come in to you and keep them alive. Also take with you every sort of food that is eaten, and store it up. It shall serve as food, to serve as food for you and for them. Noah did this. He did all of this that God commanded. He built the ark. He prepared the ark. His family was ready. Time to go. Now God has to do the next part, is bring the water. Please mark your subscribe button. And we'll see you in the next chapter. God bless you, Mr. D.